Hi, and welcome to a series of videos on W-DMX OEM products. My name is Avi Faraz and I'm part of the team at Wireless Solutions Sweden. Even though my background is not as a hardware engineer, I have decided to create these videos for everyone who doesn't hold a purely technical background, but is still interested in the technology. I'm also recording this video from my home during COVID-19, so the hardware at my disposal is very limited. I'm going to show you two specific modules today. Our NANO TRX module, a radio transceiver capable of sending or receiving 512 channels of DMX and RDM data, and the NANO RX, a radio receiver capable of just receiving DMX data. You can distinguish these two modules by the metal shield at the front of them. On our website, you can download the implementation guide for all of our modules. Just scroll down to the developers page and you're able to get the guide from there. I'm going to start by showing you how to power the modules. I'm going to use the NANO TRX module for this example. In the implementation guide, you can see two power options, either 5 to 26 volts on pin 6 or 3.3 volts on pin 8. Please note you don't have to power both pins, but instead you can pick one option. I have a 12 volt power supply that I'm going to use in this setup. For my particular instance, I've made sure that the wire with the dotted line is my live connection. I'm going to ground pin 1. There are two differences between the NANO TRX and the NANO RX modules. While the NANO TRX accepts from 5 to 26 volts, the NANO RX only accepts an input voltage between 5 and 15 volts. As part of our basic configuration, our modules require a function switch and a status LED to be integrated, so you're able to create a link to a receiver or to reset the link or unlink from a transmitter. You should be using a momentary switch for this. The one I'm using already has an LED to backlit the switch. We are going to connect the contact pin out of the switch to pin 4 on the module. The NO pin will be connected to ground on pin 7. Now I'm going to connect the LEDs from my momentary switch to the module. The positive wire or plus will connect to pin 5 on the radio module, and the negative wire will be connected to ground, also on pin 7. At this point you will have to split the ground connection. I'm using a Wago splicing connector. Now that we have powered the module, connected a button and an LED, we need to decide what we're going to do with this module. Since I'm wanting to use this module as a transmitter, we need to ground pin 10 and pull up to 3.3 volts internally to set it as a transmitter. Therefore, I'm going to create a loop between pin 10 and pin 7 in order to set it as that. If I left that pin opened, the radio module would behave as a receiver. We are now almost done with integration. Our last step will be the DMX connection. For that, we need to connect the DMX wiring data to pins 1, 2 and 3. Pin 2 will be our data minus and pin 3 will be our data plus. And that's the end of our basic integration. I'm going to test the NANO TRX module with a wireless DMX ugly box. You can see what happens once I press the momentary switch. It starts creating a link with the ugly box tester. Now I'm sending data from a Navolite Titan 1 controller, and as I move the faders up and down, you can see the DMX output being sent from the NANO TRX module to the ugly box DMX tester. I can also use my momentary switch from the module to unlink the connection to the ugly box. This integration of the NANO RX module is exactly the same, except the range of the input voltage. The indication LED will show you the status of the link. If there's a connection between a transmitter and that receiver, the LED will stay on. If there's still a connection, but the transmitter is out of range or off, the LED will blink continuously. If there is no connection, the LED will simply be off. And that's it. Thanks for watching our intro to wireless DMX modules. If you have any questions, please send an email to helpdesk@wirelessdmx.com. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow future videos.